Hello again, Macpherson's Testament for you today, otherwise known as Macpherson's Lament or Macpherson's Farewell. You'll find a copy of the notes in the link in the description box. That's free, my gift to you. So you can either download that or the notes should appear on the screen, and we'll have a look at this. Now, let's have a playthrough, just the contour of the melody. So don't worry about the bowing, don't worry about the dotted rhythms, and we'll just get the tune in our ear. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go on and add some chording to this, and before we do that, it's useful just to play a few fourth fingers to help in preparation for that. So I'll call out, do the same thing again, and I'll call out where to use a fourth finger instead of an open string. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. It's like we're playing some chaotic round of golf. Those are where to use the fourth fingers, and that's because the approach to the chording is just to play the lower string with whatever string you're playing the melody on. So if you play a fourth finger, that keeps it tidy rather than having to chop between the strings. So that's that. Right, before we add the chording though, one more step. Let's add the bowing and the rhythm. Now the bowing is quite particular, accommodates the chording, because when you've got the chording, when you're playing open strings below the melody, you've got to consider the rhythm of that. You don't want to play all separate bows, and the tendency is for longer successions of slurred notes. So that's the rationale behind the bowing. Let's try that now. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. It's hard to turn the ornaments off. Apologies if that distracted you. We'll get to the ornaments shortly, but let's, since we've been going on so much about the chording, to just try the chording. So we're going to do exactly the same thing, but just play two strings at once. I'll just demonstrate before we go. You can imagine playing an imaginary third string that runs up between either the G and the D or the D and the A. It's a slightly different angle for the bow. We spend so much time in the early days of learning the fiddle to just play one string at a time. So there are those four different angles. We're going to introduce two new angles. An angle between the D and the G, and an angle between the D and the A. And if you just let your ear guide you, you might find that it comes quite easily. It might take a bit of practice though. Right, so with the chording, 1, 2, 3. And you'll see how convenient the fourth fingers are when it comes to playing with the ringing strings. Good. Now we'll look to add some ornamentation, and I'll just fire lots of suggestions at you. You can examine the notation if you wish, or you can just follow your ear, or invent your own. That would be fab too, just to give it a bit more of a flavour, you know. Right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And that's it, Macpherson's Lament. If you want to explore more about the chording, you could work out some chords and sing the song. The three chords you need are the open D and G, and either a first finger on the G and then the open D, something like that, or a first finger on the D and the open G. So together, GD, AD, GE, and it goes something like this.